the beautiful Dumisani Masilela Theatre in Germiston in Ekurhuleni. The date today is a Friday afternoon, and it's a very happy Friday afternoon. A little bit of background. The Thami Mnyele Fine Art Awards, known as the TMFAA, began in 1987. It's been 33 years, ladies and gentlemen, and it was the Kempton Park and Tembisa Fine Art Awards. They were later renamed after the late resistant artist Harry Tamsanga Thami Mnyele, whose final resting place is here in Tembisa. Mnyele was a freedom fighter who utilized art as a tool of expression and communication during the struggle for liberation from apartheid. He died in exile in Botswana in 1985, and the city of Ekurhuleni have moved to have the awards renamed after the acclaimed resistant who gave voice, and his quote says, "Art must become a process, a living, growing thing that people can relate, identify with, be part of, and understand. It's not a mysterious world, a universe apart from people." So this is rightfully so a community event representing a community of artists who speak about, through their art, what they see around the community that surround them. It is the ideal that inspired the city of Ekurhuleni to initiate a competition of this nature that serves as a platform where artists are encouraged to transcend limitations. The city of Ekurhuleni, under the auspices of the Arts and Culture Heritage Services, hosts this 32nd installment of one of South Africa's oldest National Fine Arts Awards, which remains one of the country's premier contemporary fine art events. A total of 190,000 Rand prize money is awarded and spread across all prizes. There's an additional prize from the Liza Moore and Associates Mentorship Program, solo exhibition, and a new prize from August House, the Emerging Residency Award. It's a fine day to celebrate artistry today, and we're going to do that elegantly and with some of the most amazing young voices of visual art. Allow me to please introduce the Head of Department for Sports, Recreation, Arts and Culture, Ms. Zanele Katembo, who will be doing the official welcome and handover, and of course she will be doing it online. Madam, we'd like to welcome you to the podium, and we'd like you to receive the gift.
He's my hero.
He was the pillar, if we met.
He was my friend, he was my younger brother, he was just everything.
Azamabhunu asiphuce sambodi yazi.
uThami i-abbreviation igama lakhe uThamsanqa Heri bamqamba ngomkhulu wethu umkhulu beku-Heri.
Mina igama nguLindise Mnyele. I'm the youngest sister kaThami.
Mina ke igama uSandile Michael Mnyele, ngi-younger brother kaThami. I'm the last born at home.
Igama lami uSolomon Mabaso. uThami umntwana kamalume.
uThami because he firstborn yala ekhaya. Bekuyi umuntu onediscipline, beyasidisciplina.
Is that yes, ususwami uright nje but bekumuntu strict, ubefuzile nje from uthatha kubaba nje, since ubaba bekumfundisi.
He was a pastor at AME. In fact, he was presiding elder, senior pastor.
Nawuzalwa ufumbethe italent uNkulunkulu akunike lona, into azelwe nayo ngoba from esakhula beka nalaphansi ascribble emhlabathini abhale emhlaba adraw la emhlabathini. It means into azelwe nayo, akusiyinto ayiforcediwe, italent ebekaliphiwe uNkulunkulu.
Lento art beyinguye yona.
Being an artist then, it said a lot. Because of the kind of people that you hang around with. You know, apartheid government benjani, whether more than one people, then you are discussing politics, one or the other. So even his work, it told you, it showed you that wherever he is, the art yakhe has an influence.
Kulapho sabo ubaba mwabona khona ukuthi ilona yakhe iyangakuphi, although bekangavumelani naye ukuthi aloka drawer.
I haven't seen an artist othandwa kangaka or owaziwa kangaka, let me put it that way.
Thami was a highly disciplined artist, very principled, who didn't feel galleries were playing an important role in artist existence. In fact, he thought the opposite, that they were actually making the artists not to prosper because they were demanding too much.
MK logo, ANC logo, even the Women's League.
The Women's League logo yakhona uye wayenza. Ukuthi kule family lasekhaya. My father was a secretary ANC waqala eNelspruit. Besingazi ukuthi ubaba wami is a politician. uThami besingazi ukuthi uThami is a politician.
So uThami, I think, umalume, he was heavily involved. Uswali sakhe ukubaba uzamile ukumkhuza, ubusisi bakhe bazamile ukumkhuza badesha. Inkosikazi yakhe yesi2 but bezingeza ngapha siphuma ngapha. Ngoba kade benokumlanda kwi-mission house amaphoyisa umalume. So mhlambe uThami angithi umalume uye wa-influencer uThami. Thami mhlambe uye waba influenced ileyo nto ukuthi hey naye agijimela ngapha kwi-ANC. I don't know, angazi. but what I know ukuthi art beyithanda.
His works were hated by even the regime, that regime of oppression. Wo Fosteri, wo Bota, wo Malane, so it was hard.
I knew Thami studies fine arts, right? But where, I don't know.
Wagcina eNatal for art school.
Kuthe uma sisajabulela ukuthi uThami wenza lento yakhe art. We understood ukuthi uThami ubalekile usebutswana.
Uhlipene ne 79 ne? 89, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 6 years.
He has joined the ANC, asazi, mama ami waze wathi miyekeleni umfuzo wabakhe ngoba nobabakhe naye bekuyi-member ye-ANC noma efaka ikholoro kuyafana nje.
In going to exile, he's never stopped in working, towards that dream, because he was making sort of designs for some of the posters, all the T-shirts and all that, and he kept in touch with people that he left here.
Because he knew that was a very difficult decision to take, to make. He never told anybody. I was staying with him in the house. He never told me a thing. Just packed, moved. I had to read in between the lines. This guy is not coming back again. That was the last time I saw him.
Bengivela e-shop. Shop, nangifika e-shop ngithola iphepha. Uku front page nakhona le Star. Still remember.
Yena buyothenga iphepha, so he said, "Hey, uyibonile into enje ngale?" Ngithi ini lo ungitshengisa ukuthi ayisesiyafunda rate, Botswana rate and things like that. It just yangishoka ke le.
Kwaphuma na kuma television amaphepha ukuthi bathole ama-communist le Botswana bawa-rate, they are all dead.
Bengiphethe i-cold drink. Ngabona nje iwa. Ngoba manje benginga-understand ukuthi bathi ushonile, why sibona kwiphepheni thina ifamily singazi.
A day after, kweza umalume to give us a report. Thami, he was one of them.
I just wanted to see myself out of this country. I just wanted to take up arms. Just wanted to fight, things like that, yeah.
I couldn't believe, as I ngithathe isikhathi, I'm sure ngibelieve nasengifika eGaborone ngilibona bathi nawe uyayena, because bawabeke according, baqale ngokubulala yena, aqale like i-coffin, it was the first alandelana, so lapho ke ngabelieve khona ukuthi he's gone.
Benhlanya ngingazifuni nje khona la, ngifuna ukuhamba, and I was told that you cannot go out because uyazi usafuneka kusesela, so it will be worse border bazobalindile, so I couldn't go to his funeral as well.
Thina sibone indlu, house, ukuthi lebe idubula la yini eshiya a big hole.
I imagined ukuthi bamdubule ngani, how many holes does he have in his body and things like that, and
Uma ungabona leyo ndlu, it was bullet rear din leyo ndlu leyo.
Ngoba thi uye wazi waphuma waye ngaphandle bamqedelela ngaphandle ngoba thene was just bekavithikile njengoba ukuthi lebe bamdubula ngayo iyiphi, that is why bangafuni ukuthi ubaba mambone because bengabhekeki badopa.
Ungafuni ukuzibulalisa inhliziyo esilonge ubona ubuso kuphela.
Leyo bombe bamboma ngayo but it is well.
That's what you sign up for when you go into politics.
Yeah.
Most unfortunately. That's what you sign up for. Yeah.
Oh well.
SA government yana. The apartheid government yana. So ANC they had to arrange ukuthi bayo anqatshela that site eMbotswana. Well, ish. Life.
Spirit sakhe singafi. That's the only thing I want. Futhi I say thank you for abantu baseGuruleni for keeping up the spirit isikaputwana.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you are wondering who is this amazing individual after whom these awards are named, the story has just been told. And if you didn't understand much of it, I will summarize it by saying, the family did not know that he had been naughty enough to stand up and join the struggle for freedom, and all of these things they learn in retrospect, and they're really appreciative of the legacy he has left. Just so that I can bring you all to the same platform as we all are, I'm going to run through the program so that you can place yourself within it. Just had a presentation of who is Thami Mnyele. We're now going to, the program is going to run as follows. We're going to have an address from the HOD. We're then going to go into the prize giving itself, and then of course we're also going to have some addresses from the adjudication panel to tell us about the quality of entrance that take place in this awards. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce and announce the Head of Department for Sport, Recreation, Arts and Culture, Ms. Zanele Katembo. She will do the official welcome. Madam, welcome to this particular event, and thank you very much for joining us. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Program Director. I hope I am audible. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. We will blame all the glitches to technology. We are in a stage and at the age of technology where things don't happen the way that we want them to. However, we adapt as we go along. Thank you very much for bearing with us. Program Director, please allow me to acknowledge the MMC, the Member of Mayoral Committee for Social Development and Community Services, Umama Unomadlozi Nkosi, to acknowledge the divisional head for this Division of Arts, Culture and Heritage, Ms. Nantutuzelo Spambo, members of the Thami Mnyele family, Dorothy Lindisile Mnyele, Usisi that we saw on the video, and Michael Mnyele Udwake, project partners who are the Teresa Lizamo from the Lizamo and Associates, Sarah Halad from Meta Foundation, adjudicators of the 2021 Thami Mnyele Fan Awards, managers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as well as members of the press, business people that may have joined us, and the general arts and culture community. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, this democracy was not come to us for free. We have just witnessed the video and pain that some families had endured for us to live this democracy today. It is for that reason that we, as the city of the Ekurhuleni, we felt it necessary that on an annual basis, we must make sure that we recognize those people whose lives had been laid down so that you and me and our future generations can know the word freedom. And this freedom should not just be freedom in wage. It should be freedom entirely. That must be socially, artistically, economically, and in other ways that the resources of the country allow us. We saw the painful video of how brothers and the sister were feeling the pain of what happened during the time. And this was not because Thami was a terrorist, as people used to be called those days. It was somebody who fought for the justice for equality, justice so that we can all feel like the owners of the land where we were born. We want to really thank the Mnyele family for allowing us to use him to keep the fires burning, to remind our young people that this country is where it is today, just because of people like Thami Mnyele. My job, having taken so much time with technology, was to welcome you to this occasion. I thus then want to say we appreciate your participation through your creative talent that you have been given of keeping the name alive and keeping the memory alive, not only of Thami Mnyele, because there are many Thami Mnyeles within the Thami Mnyele that we are recognizing today. I thus welcome you to this award and thank you very much, Program Director, for the opportunity. And before I just step off, allow me to take this opportunity to say, young people of South Africa, in particular young people of Ekurhuleni, I want to implore you to use your civic rights, the responsibility that you have to go out in numbers on the 1st of November to go and make sure that the democracy stays alive and that we also encourage those that have not vaccinated to do so. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you very much. That was Ms. Zanele Kitembo, the HOD of Sports. Wonderful acknowledgement. I just wanted to also in the room acknowledge the family of Thami Mnyele, the brother as well, and the family at large. Now, ladies and gentlemen, each year artists from across the country are invited to enter artworks that are adjudicated by an independent team of adjudicators. The adjudicators select a body of work to form the art exhibition, and from that, they choose the winners. The adjudicators for the 2021 Thami Mnyele Fine Art Award competition are Sizwe Khoza, who is the 2019 first prize winner, Molemo Muilwa Khapare, who is the artist and curator, Colbert Mashile is an artist, lecturer, and curator. Mr. Gordon Froud is lecturer adjudicated provincial and national art competitions and an accomplished curator and artist, and Ms. Aisha Waja, independent curator and artist mentor. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce the chief adjudicator, Mr. Gordon Froud, to present a report on the adjudication process and procedures. He'll be joining us online to present this report. Over to you, sir. So while I'm waiting for the technical team to get ready, I just wanted to share with you some fine moments that have to do with this particular award. Okay. You know, we're doing these technical hybrid events, ladies and gentlemen, and every day is a learning process, and it's all, you know, all in progress. But I think we're ready now. Should we allow Mr. Gordon to take charge? I'm told Mr. Gordon is busy working on his connectivity, and I know on a Friday afternoon this can be very challenging. We feel sorry for you, sir, but we wish that you succeed very soon. I'd like to maybe place myself to introduce the next speaker, and this is the member of the Mayoral Committee, the MMC for Community Services, and this is Councillor Nomadlozi Nkosi, who will give us a keynote speech on the importance of this event. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome and introduce MMC Councillor Nomadlozi Nkosi for this keynote speech. I hope Madam is ready, and I hope we don't have technical issues, and we'd like to hand over the podium to you, ma'am. As I was saying earlier, some of the interesting facts around the competition this year is that it was launched online, so people did not have to physically send us artworks or even come to drop off artworks. They were doing everything remotely, and all the entries were received via the internet. And because of the quality of the photography and the accessibility of sending a photograph as opposed to trying to find your way to Ekurhuleni, for instance, it made it easier for more artists to participate. So it really gives us great pleasure to report that we're almost close to the number 500 in terms of the number of entries that the adjudicators had to go through to be able to reach the winning artists, which we're going to announce today, which is a great success. You know, in fact, as we were talking, was the fact that there's a great challenge, and yet while we look at the challenges of technology that we are getting used to, it's interesting that there is a great access also, an access portal that is being opened for community to be able to interact with platforms of necessity, such as entering this competition. So I think as a country, and also as a city, we also have hubs of Wi-Fi connectivity, you know, where community members gather to be able to access, you know, the Wi-Fi and the internet, and to be able to communicate with peers, with family and colleagues. And this also is because the city finds it access to data and to digital conversations for the community of Ekurhuleni. So when you look at all these factors, you understand the importance of all these and how they contribute to having this competition run smoothly, and for the pleasure of saying that the competition is definitely much bigger this year, despite the challenges of losing artists, of losing income, and also just of losing our loved ones. I'm hoping that our speakers are getting ready to get started, and I'd like to be told to let you know who will speak first. So we're going to allow our guests to get themselves connected. I always say, I was born before technology because, I'm a BBT. When I was born, we didn't have to understand how to get connected and be able to speak and address a conference online. And today, it's a challenge for us because, we may have the tools and the gadgets around us, but sometimes it's just how to use them that becomes an issue. So we're going to take a very short break. We'll play some music in the background as we allow our speakers to just get connected. We appreciate your patience. Please stay with us, don't go away. The prize giving is one of the most important events of today, and as I said, the prizes amount to 190,000 Rand, and the big prize itself is 100,000 Rand. There's a prize for 60,000 Rand. So there's more coming, and you'd like to know who gets the privilege to take their work to the world because of the Thami Mnyele Fine Art Award. So please stay with us.
The grass is greener on the other side. That's what I thought before I took the ride. I burned my bridges so I'd never look back. But if I had known the life I was searching for was looking me right in the eye, oh. If I had known the life I was searching for was already my own. The grass is greener where you water the ground. That's what I found when I took the ride. I realized the mountain I've been climbing is nothing but sand, yo. I didn't know I already had the answers. No, I didn't know. I had known the life I was searching for was looking me right in the eye, oh. If I had known the life I was searching for was already my own. hawaombi wale watu naye batakama wanalala njala.
Hello, it seems like I'm unmuted now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we get back again to the business of the awards. Earlier on, I spoke about the adjudicators who were represented in this adjudication process, about Sizwe Khoza Molemo Muilo Khapare, Colbert Mashile, Aisha Waja, all accompanied by Gordon Fraud, who was the senior adjudicator, and the importance of him presenting the chief adjudicator's report. He now is able to join us online and give us a bit of a brief background of who were these participants and these entries, how difficult did they make it for the judge, what were prioritized, and why do we have the results we have today. Over to you, and welcome to the platform, Mr. Gordon Fraud. Thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon, everybody. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Madam Program Director, dignitaries, guests, artists, and winners, welcome. I have a brief statement to read from the adjudicators that will just give you an understanding of the process and some recommendations as well. Without any further ado, I know you've been hanging around for a while. I'm going to read the report out for you. Thank you. Thami Mnyele Fine Art Awards has embarked on an adventurous journey through its 33 years of running. The pandemic has set the awards on its newest adventure by going digital, looking to respond to the limitations of lockdowns and social distancing, but continue to serve the artists of South Africa. This adventure has also been a learning curve for the adjudicators and evidently also for the artists. The adjudicators agreed that there are a number of positives that emerged through the new digital platform. It clearly demonstrates how the fourth industrial revolution is taking sway, even in old traditions such as art competition adjudication. This year had a much higher submission rate from outside Gauteng, pointing to how digital can enable greater access outside of the bigger cities and enable opportunities far and wide. However, at the same time, there were clearly less applications from Black artists, and it can be assumed from artists of lesser means. Artists had a hard time to submit their works. Most artists are not familiar with submitting online. This points to the nation's ongoing concerns around digital access, the digital divide, and the costs of data, something that the arts is not immune from, and will need an increasingly to be addressed, particularly since the shifts that have been brought about by the pandemic. Several works even dealt directly or overtly with the pandemic and how it changed our daily routines. It was evident that the pandemic also affected the artists in diverse ways that can be traced through their works. Some works showed substantial use of household materials or less time spent in studio on research, this indicating the lack of interaction and restrictions for artists. This was a difficult process to judge more than 400 works online without seeing them in person. The auratic quality of experiencing the work for itself was lost. teething hiccups of acclimatizing to new modes of virtually interacting with art were soon overcome. Prevailed. All the adjudicators agreed it was a learning curve for us. The adjudicators have selected all very well-deserving candidates to be in the top 100, top 20, and awarded artists. We awarded artists who we felt were strongly should be named the TMAA Thami Mnyele Art Awards 2021 winner. The adjudicators debated intensely over the content and technical aspects of work, giving each artist their due. In the end, the 3 winners emerged from the pack of top 20. The Ukulele Award was fiercely debated as 2 of the top 3 were from this region. The majority vote eventually decided the difference between the Ukulele Award and the runner-up. This was a long but ultimately satisfying adjudication. The winning work is brilliantly executed as a fine example of long studio hours, technical proficiency, and powerful storylines. Some considerations for the artists. Judging digitally requires high resolution, well-lit photographs in order to get a sense of texture, approach, and application. It becomes important to include close-up photographs of important details of work that an artist might want to draw attention to, keeping in mind that the adjudicators only have the space of a screen to encounter the work in. It can also be important to include in situ images for 3D works to help us understand how work is presented in space, whether it hangs from the ceiling or leans against the wall. One of the issues that emerged a few times was the submission of multiple works of art as single entries to be judged each on their own, rather than as a series that speaks collectively as one work, to be judged as a group. So a diptych or triptych, for example, was broken up into 3 different pieces rather than being submitted as one. Artists are encouraged to give much thought as to whether a work stands alone strongly as an individual work, that communicates and is aesthetically and conceptually strong enough on its own, or better presented with the rest of the series that will collectively tell the story. In much the same way, a number of works were submitted that were evidently strongly conceptually informed, but included very little conceptual information on the application. This often makes works difficult to judge. If artists feel the concept is vital to the understanding of the work of their practice, they should make every effort to include some information regarding this. The digital platform will also need to make provision for greater word count for future iterations. This is a very, very important fact because the artist statements, some of them were only 1 or 2 lines, and they really could have done with a little bit more fleshing out for us as adjudicators to fully understand. Some recommendations. The awards will need to make greater provision for enabling artists, access for artists to digital platforms. This may be in the form of longer submission lead times, platform workshops, or data support systems. This is vital to ensure equitable access for all artists. Digital skills are going to be increasingly necessary for artists to learn. The awards may have some role to play in supporting skills in photographing works, understanding lighting, understanding image quality and file sizes, etc. Enabling mobile phone skills in this area will also support great access across income divides and technical equipment divides. The platform, while an impressive feat, will require some tweaks for future use. This is especially the case for submission and payment issues experienced. It should also be considered for judging. It is necessary for judges to be able to log onto a platform and work with the images independently, zoom into them, for example. It's also necessary to be able to judge, to be able to see all images together when a series is submitted, and for top 20 judging. The judges agreed that the role of in-person judging still stands strongly. The awards might still give future post-pandemic limitation consideration to in-person judging, especially for the top 20 winners, to ensure the depths, textures, technical proficiency, and experiential nature of art is fully taken into account in the judging process. Lastly, the adjudicators wish to congratulate the awards team for their extremely hard work and perseverance in developing an online option for the awards this year and ensuring the pandemic doesn't postpone such an important calendar event. Your dedication and hard work does not go unnoticed. Huge congratulations to all the artists and to the organs of the Thami Mnyele Fine Arts Awards 2021. Signed on behalf of the adjudication panel. I thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. That was quite an insightful report and recommendations from the Chief Adjudicator, Mr. Gordon Froud, presenting a report on the adjudication process and procedures on the Thami Mnyele Fine Art Awards. Well, you know, I think we are taking all of this to note. They're going to enrich the process as we go further, and I believe that it can only enhance the work that, you know, great 40, 60 entries that have given the judges a great headache, as I can understand. And of course, whittling everything down to 20 people must have been quite a challenge with all of those issues that he mentioned. Through the TMFAA online portal, half of the entries were from the city of Ekurhuleni, 100 were selected to be on the exhibition. From this, a top 20 was selected. Now I'd like to announce the total prize money amounting to 190,000 Rand, and I'm going to start with really the first, but before I go there, I just wanted us to look at the top 20 entries that made the cut. They're going to be rolled on the screen near you. You'll be able to get a sense of that, and I'm hoping that technical is ready with the 20 images. Let's go for them and be on time. And as you see and appreciate, please give a round of applause to those that you are seeing and actually getting an impact of their work. Thank you. Let the show begin. So it is running. I beg your pardon, ladies and gentlemen, my mistake there. Maybe I should just read the names and you'll be able to get a snippet of their profiles as we roll the names. Let me start off with Mr. Andrew Kaiser, followed by Barbara Veldenboer, Charles Zebulon Mamorobela, Dirk Bayman. Definitely congratulations in order to all of them. Fatima Behmeth, Leah Hawker, Helen Lotter, Jessica Frolich, Melanie Roberts, Melusi Masike, Nikki Liebenberg, Nicola Holgate, Nono Matloki, Patricia Mdlongwa, Patrick Relore, Tembi Sozu, Nate Fletcher, Tabangli Hohobia, Tutlu Sireisho, Kristen Rowland. Round of applause to the top 20. It gives me such a great pleasure to once again give the platform to Ms. Teresa Lazamo to announce the Lizamo and Associates Solo Exhibition and Mentorship Prize. It includes 10,000 Rand prize money. The prize is given in association with the gallery, and the prize includes a 6-month mentorship program that will result in the selected artist having a solo show in the end. Over to you, Ms. Teresa. Pleasure to once again leave the platform. Teresa has announced the Lismore and Associates Solo Exhibition and Mentorship Prize. It includes 10,000 Rand prize. The prize is in association with the gallery. The prize mentorship program that will result in selected artists having a solo show. Over to you. Pleasure to once again platform announce the Lismore Solo Exhibition and Mentorship Prize.
Would you like me to talk? This is Teresa Lismore. Do you want me to talk now?
Yes, Teresa, I think you should be speaking right now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take the moment now to ask Ms. Teresa Lismore to announce the mentorship prize and the prize giving. And then, of course, later on, we will invite the HOD to come and speak. But for now, shall we focus on the recipient of this wonderful award? And I did mention what it entails, but let me not interfere with Ms. Teresa's speech on this one. Over to you, Teresa.
Thank you very much, Program Director. I can hardly hear you, so I'm assuming I'm not disturbing you there. The award that I've been requested to award at this point in time is the honorable mention for an amount of 10,000 Rand. This is for the 2021 Thami Mnyele Fine Arts Awards, which goes to, may I have the drums, please? The award goes to Sinead Fletcher from Boxburg, who is awarded 10,000 Rand prize money for an installation work titled Disassociation. Thank you very much.
I'm going to go back and talk about this because this is pretty exciting. Thank you very much. This is Lismore and Associates giving Solo Exhibition and Mentorship Prize of 10,000 Rand. The prize is given in association with the Lismore and Associates Gallery, meaning that the gallery itself is a space that's going to benefit the artists. It includes a 6-month mentorship program that will result in the selected artists having a solo show in the end. It's a brilliant prize. We thank you very much for this, and we look forward to hearing more from this artist. Without further ado, I go back to welcome the Head of Department for Sports, Recreation, Arts and Culture. She finally gets to make it to address us. Ms. Zanele Katembo, please welcome.
Sure, ngisilile Nkosi yami.
So I'm going to take the opportunity now to go to the second award. I'm going to go to the announcement of the second award, and I'm grateful to say that it is happening in this room, and the guest is here in the room. So we're going to get, a human touch here. So I'd like to welcome Ms. Sarah Hallett to announce the August House Emerging Artist Residency Award Prize. She will speak first. She will speak first, and then we will play the video in that order. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
I would like to take this opportunity just to thank the City of Ekurhuleni and the Thami Mnyele Fine Arts Award for the conscientious and hard work they do in this particular sector.
Hello.
Who are you looking for?
This is the first time that August House and the Meta Foundation are getting involved in this
Hello?
way, and we are very excited
looking
about
for the
this
age old-
award. The award is an emerging artist residency, which will be taking place at August House. And the 2021 Thami Mnyele Fine Arts Awards winner in this category is Jessica Froelich for a work entitled Metamorphosis.
Thank you very much for a very quick and efficient job there, Ms. Sarah Hallett. We appreciate it, and I think it's a great one. I was going to allow for the video to play, but it's playing now? Okay, thank you.
Teresa? Hello?
A round of applause. Congratulations, Jessica Froelich. It's called Metamorphosis, and she's going to be spending time with some incredible artists. Being at August House, it's almost like being in a name-dropping space where you see all these incredible artists being represented. I just wanted to say, if there's any speaker joining us from anywhere, please make sure that they watch what is happening so that they know where to fit in. At this point in time, I would like to introduce somebody who's going to announce the next big award, the next one being the Thami Mnyele, the prize for the 2021 Thami Mnyele Fine Art Awards is going to be presented by the HOD, the head of department whom we've been waiting for. We decided to give her even more work, madam. Please welcome Ms. Zanele Katembo to do this particular award. Thank you very much and welcome to the platform, madam. Madam Zanele, you'll be introducing the Ekurhuleni Prize for the 2021 Thami Mnyele Fine Art Awards. It's called the Ekurhuleni Prize, and I hope when you join us, you will be able to share with us the name of the successful winner of this particular award. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to be a spoiler, but I think I'd like to tell you, because you've been holding on for the big prize, which is the Ekurhuleni Prize. So once the volume comes down, I'll be able to tell you who the winner is. The Ekurhuleni Prize for the 2021 Thami Mnyele Fine Art Awards is Stembiso Zulu from Vosloorus, Ekurhuleni, for a series of photographs titled Ngithunywe Yisithunywa. Ngithunywe Yisithunywa. Please give a round of applause. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for your patience with us. Right now in the room, we have the Thami Mnyele family, and I think Thami himself is watching over us. The member of the Mnyele family, Ms. Dorothy Lindise Mnyele, to announce the first prize of the Thami Mnyele 2021 Fine Art Award.
Our Father. The first prize for 2021 Thami Mnyele Fine Arts Awards goes to Thabang Lehobie from Johannesburg for his animated video title Fragments of Memories. Give a applause.
Talk about being anointed. That is really incredible. Congratulations to Thabang Lehobie from Johannesburg for his animated video. Thank you very much, Mama Limdise. It's so wonderful to be in the room with you. Thank you so much. Wow. Did anybody do the calculations? Okay. This one is a phenomenal prize for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much once again. This inaugural award of the first prize of 100,000 Rand prize money is the first prize for the 2021 Thami Mnyele Fine Art Awards, won by Tabang Lehobia from Johannesburg for Fragments of Memories. This prize is worth 100,000 Rand. The prize before that was presented to Stembiso Zulu from Vosloorus is worth 60,000 Rand, and this is the Ekurhuleni Prize for 2021. The city itself is putting out what it can to be able to empower the artists. The other awards, as presented, Sarah Hallett from August House, an Artist Award Prize for 2021 worth 10,000 Rand, together with a residency at one of Johannesburg, Gauteng's fine art houses, was won by Jessica Frolich. And well, the other award of 10,000 Rand with mentorship was also won by Nono Mutloki from Tswane for a multi-new media artwork called Lenyalo, and it comes with more than just a mentorship. It also comes with an opportunity to present the work in a gallery. The work has been done, ladies and gentlemen. Can we acknowledge it with a big round of applause? I have a wonderful quote that I really wanted to read for you. It says, the artist's role is to raise consciousness of the people, to make them understand life, the world and themselves more completely. That's how we should see art. Otherwise, we don't know what artists and why they are doing it. These are the words of the great artist and poet Amiri Baraka. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we've come towards the end of it all, and to also acknowledge the work that has been done, I'd like to introduce the Divisional Head of Arts, Culture and Heritage in the city of Ekurhuleni, Ms. Nontutuzelo Spambo, to give gratitude. A big round of applause to her. Welcome.
It's an afternoon. We thought that we're going to all the speakers online. We really apologize profusely because of some technology glitches. My name is Nontutuzelo Lucia Sipambo. For those who attended primary school with me, my task is just very short, just to give gratitude. MMC Nomadlozi, who is she? Who is online? Our HOs is Zanele Katembo, adjudicators, speakers, MC for the day. You've done a sterling job. Besides the glitches, we wanted this to be memorable. Hope it will be memorable, and people are going to understand that we are on the learning curve, and this will be the order of the day, that we have to use technology. Remember that we must be in a paperless society. So please bear with us. We are all learning this thing called technology. Distinguished competitors, winners, delegates, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, our partner Lisa Moore, August House, all protocol observed. I would like to begin by thanking everyone for honoring this event. This is our 31st Thami Mnyele Awards. We know that Thami Mnyele was a great man. If you go to Tembisa, you can see that Thami Mnyele is in the hero's icon. Others they call Aka. If my daughter was here, say, Mama, you mustn't call a lezen like your Bantu education. It's an acre. The amount of interest generated in this competition is testimony to seriousness with which visual arts stakeholders and art activities regard the issues at hand. Gratitude must go to, as I've mentioned, I want to mention again, Lisa Moore, you've been there for us. August House, thank you for continuously sponsoring the project. MMC, our MMC was new in the department, but she said that if you want to do it virtual. If you want to do it, open up a portal. Let them apply online. Let them demonstrate that they are in the right path of technology. Our HOD, Tabo, when we had a meeting with the HOD, said that no, you can't cancel it. It must happen, but it must happen virtual. Thank you, Zanele Katembo, my HOD, for the vision. You've left the legacy. Managers, Tsidiso, I've been shouting at them and say, hey, Tsidiso, I don't want to take this anymore. Please bear with me. It is because I'm passionate about the project. Speakers of the day, colleagues who work tirelessly, who made sure that the checks and balances are in place to ensure that we do not deviate from our program. Our service provider, I saw the service provider losing it and said that you're confusing us, somebody saying this and that, but thank you. We are all in this. If you've done the mistake, it's our mistake because this project now belongs to all of us. Brenda, I don't know what to say, sis. Really, you've made it, you've nailed it. In closing, we like to say we have articulated our objectives thus far, and we have no fear that our artists, our visual artists, our fine artists will work jointly with us moving forward. Thank you, and also to comms, communications and marketing. We are all learning, guys, and this is a beautiful project, and this project should move forward from strength to strength. Thank you, and sorry if I've brushed you the wrong way. I'm very passionate about the project. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, there's not much I can say. All protocol observed. I just wanted to thank the head of department for that. And this was a live hybrid activity at the Dumisani Masilela Theatre, Germiston, an online exhibition and announcement of winners of the 2021 Thami Mnyele Fine Art Award. 33 years later, ladies and gentlemen, art gets people to talk, and this city is committed to continue with this legacy. Just wanted to thank you, everyone, for participating. And just say to you, if you think this is all the work that took place, no, it is. It has been a full year's work to select, to invite, to select, to adjudicate, to get to the point of identifying the partners, to find the prize money. All of it is a full year's work, and this is what we get here today. So congratulations to the winners. And next year when we talk, we're going to be looking at what they have done when we come here at the same time, to see those and to also witness the new entrants brought to the public by this award. So let's give everybody a round of applause and just appreciate today for being so special. And let's not forget to keep ourselves updated. Technology rules, ladies and gentlemen. If we don't know how to play it, it is going to play us. But to the great attempt, and they say the young ones are the way to technology. Looking at you guys to lead us. Thanks a lot. My name is Brenda Sisane. I just love doing this kind of work. It's been a pleasure.